Well, a couple of weekends ago, the UFC world was shocked when Holly Holm knocked out Ronda Rousey to take home the women's bantamweight championship. Now, I want to bring in Mike Straka. He's the author of Rowdy Rousey, Ronda Rousey's fight to the top. Mike, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Let's talk first. We'll work backwards. Are you surprised how handily Holly Holm beat Ronda in Australia?
Of course. I mean, everybody was surprised. Ronda did not prepare like she should have. I mean, she was stretched. Media obligations. She wrote a best-selling book. She did 3 movies this summer, and she also promoted this fight. It's a record-breaking crowd in that Etihad Stadium in Melbourne, Australia. And she had a lot of it was on her shoulders. She didn't train like she usually trains, and I think that showed in the fight, obviously. But that's not to take anything away from Holly. Holly was phenomenal.
Do you think we see a rematch between these two?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. I think Ronda should take time off. She's got to heal. She's got 2 movies to do. Then she's got to train really hard for Holly. I would like to see Holly take another fight before she fights Ronda again.
What was it? I mean, what is it, I should say, about Ronda that gives her that crossover ability in ring, to such a pop culture phenomenon? What is it about her?
Well, it's her personality. She's not afraid to say things the way she sees them. Much like her mother. Her mother was the first world champion American in judo ever. And her mother's a very outspoken woman. And I think Ronda takes a lot from her mom. And I think people like that. They like that sort of, she's just very real, and I think people love that authenticity about her. And I think that's why she's a crossover star. Not to mention she's a really good fighter.
She's pretty good.
She had a bad day. People forget she just had a bad day. She's Ronda Rousey for a reason.
Now, she had a very rough childhood most people might not know about. Give me a quick summary of what she went through as a kid.
Well, her father committed suicide when she was just 8 years old. And that took a lot, for her to take. And I think her whole career has been trying to almost chase after her father and get her father's approval. And, you see it in her when every time she fights. And even when she wins, there's like this just relief that she won the fight. And I think that deep down, Ronda's just a very scared person, and she's afraid to lose. I think she's more afraid to lose than she likes to win.
This book has so many great photos of Ronda in the ring, out of the ring, hanging with celebrities. How long did it take to put together?
Well, honestly, I wrote this book in 5 days.
Wow, 5 days?
Yeah, the publisher called me and said, we need this book by August 31st. We want it out before her next fight, and then her fight got moved up. Her fight was supposed to be in January. So when the fight got moved up to November 15th, they're like, Mike, you got to get this thing done. So I got it done in 5 days, but the pictures are all from Getty Images, and they're all UFC guys who take these pictures. And I love everything about Ronda Rousey. And then forwards by Chael Sonnen. On the back of the book, Renzo Gracie, writes a nice little blurb about her, and Tommy Gervaisi. So it's really good. I'm very happy with this book. It's my 3rd book. I'm very happy with this book.
Yeah, I was looking through it earlier. It really has some great photos and whatnot. Now, you dedicated this book to your daughters, right?
Yes.
Saying you hope Ronda's story inspires you to believe in yourself, talking to your kids.
Yep.
Is she the perfect role model for young women right now?
I think she's a perfect role model. I think Holly's a perfect role model. I think anybody who goes for their dreams and make them happen is a perfect role model. It doesn't matter if you're an athlete, if you're an actor, if you're a doctor, just go for your dreams, make them happen, and that makes you a perfect role model, in my book.
Quick prediction, rematch, who takes that fight?
Well, if Ronda makes the adjustments, Ronda takes the fight. She just can't run after Holly. Holly's got great footwork. She's a great boxer, great kickboxer. She's circled around, and I think if Ronda just is patient, you can't, if you're a counterpuncher like Holly is, if you're not going to attack, you're not going to have anything to counter. So Ronda has to just relax, let Holly come to her, clinch up, throw her, armbar her, done.
Easy as that.
Easy as that.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
The book is called Rowdy Rousey, Ronda Rousey's Fight to the Top. It's available right now. The author, Mike Straka. Mike, thanks a million, my friend. All right, so much more to do here on this fine program.